Welcome back to Chips and Salsa. I'm Krobe.
I'm Jerry.
And Jerry, today we have another treat as part of our ongoing discussions with academics. We have a young lady here to talk to us about her amazing adventures as part of one of our Intel programs.
Yes, we have today Priya Naphade, who was part of our research experience for undergraduates program. And she's here today to kind of give us a little insight into, her experience in the program and what she worked on. And let's cut to Priya to find out what she has to say.
Hello and welcome to Chips and Salsa, Priya. Why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us a little bit of why you're here today.
Hi, my name is Priya Naphade. I'm a junior at Princeton and I'm studying computer science. And this summer I participated in the Princeton REU internship.
So I always have to try to remember what that is. So research experience for undergraduates, right?
Yeah.
And how did you hear about this program and what made it interesting to you?
So I heard about it from my department, from the computer science department. Um, and I guess it drew my attention because to me, research and the industry always seemed very separated. And I had some research experience, but I had never stepped into industry. So the program appealed to me because it was very much trying to blend the two. And so I really enjoyed that experience.
Very nice. And what are you studying back there at Princeton?
I'm studying computer science.
Any particular focus?
We don't have any formal focuses, but I would say that I'm interested in software engineering with a focus on security. I think that was definitely influenced by my experience this summer.
So Priya, can you tell us about your experience in the REU program?
Sure. So I was on Princeton's campus over the summer, and I actually lived with the other students who were doing this program. And so it was really fun because we would all, we have office space on campus and we would all go and work together. And I actually had a partner for my research project. So it was really nice to work in a collaborative setting. And we do social activities together and we had talks from people from Intel every week. And so it was a really nice community where I think collaboration was really emphasized. So I had a great time. It was really fun.
Nice.
Awesome. So, is there anything you can share about particularly what you were working on as part of this program with us?
Sure. So I was working with Professor Pratik Mittal, and I was working on the problem of adversarial patches.
hmm
So when a computer tries to classify an image, if an attacker knows everything about the model that's being used to classify the image, they can actually attach a small sticker or patch to the image, which makes the model output the wrong prediction. And that can have really dangerous effects if you think about, for example, self-driving cars, which need to detect things
Ooh,
like stop signs and traffic signs. So I was working on a way to stop attackers from doing that.
Yeah, that's a cool problem to be working on. So I think we hit on this a little bit earlier. Did this experience kind of expand your view of the types of roles available in the security field?
I think definitely. Um, I think one way in which it expanded it was that I very much thought that there was this big divide between academia and industry, and that if I tried to get a
Mhm.
PhD, I would be in academia for the rest of my life. And that seemed like a really big commitment to make. But I think that the program showed me that there are jobs out there in industry which kind of combine like academic research applied
Absolutely.
in an industry setting, which was super cool to know. And something that I think that I would personally really enjoy. Um, and another thing is that I hadn't really done a lot of work in security before at all. And I think I had a perception of it being like more hardware focused or even low level focused in software. Um, and because I didn't really have experience with that, I thought that there wouldn't be a place for me in that field. But this problem that I was just talking about, the problem of adversarial patches, is related to secure machine learning. And
Mhm.
that is something I knew about before. So I think it really expanded what like the entire breadth of the security realm is for me.
That's
Yeah, it's
awesome to
pretty
hear.
awesome. Yeah, we have a lot of security researchers here at Intel. working on all sorts of problems. So with that, I think what is going to be next for you? Where do you want to end up when you are finished with college?
Yeah, so I think right now I'm not quite sure I want to get a PhD, but I want to try to work in industry for a few years and see how it feels. Um, I think that working in the industry in like a research focused job would be really, really cool. So I think that's where I'm hoping to end up. But in terms of like a short term goal this summer, I'm trying to either get some experience with software engineering or a security research internship, sort of the industry version of kind of what I did last summer. But
Mhm.
I don't know what's going to happen yet. So we'll see.
Well, we absolutely wish you the best of luck. And
Thank
just so
you.
you're aware, there are a ton of security researchers,
Yeah.
both working at big companies like Intel or working at research firms, security vendors. So there's a lot of opportunity for you going forward.
Yeah. Well, Priya, thank you for joining
Yeah,
us on the
thank
show
you.
today and sharing your insights in the REU program. Like Krob said, best of luck.
Oh, that was great. She is an amazing young lady. She's going to have a pretty great future ahead of her.
Yeah, the fact that she knows that she's very interested in doing research is pretty cool. And so, Priya, best of luck to you, and thank you all for joining us on this episode of Chips and Salsa.